this is a new setup of my younger brother Offer, so need to something very special today. Don't want to spoil the surprise. Not going to be any games today. It was an unexpected stream, but something very special. Very short stream, but something very special for you. That's for you. Let me share all the links, but right now let me get this figure out everything. So what I'm gonna do? Go to my channel. First of all, need to be focused over here. I'm too much ADHD shite. Very special for you. That's for you. Okay, you can hear me well. I can hear myself, so that's good. That's not my setting. It's not gonna be the best kind of audio quality and picture quality and everything, but it's gonna be something very special for you guys. So first of all, share it in my going live Amdor Chad Bador community, also in my Heartstream community of self-promotion, and also in my little friends group over here, and need the time tech. I think time tech. Also would like Inkus to come, but Bar would like us. Bar, my friend, would like us, and Kol Jodi, why not? I think Avichai would like it, and Nimrod, fun stuff. Privately, I send it to Inkus. What is Inkus? Missing a long time, another L. Speaking later. Okay, let's go. So let me just get this over. This is not my setup. This is my younger brother's setup. Okay, so I need. It's not the best sound quality. I need to speak closer to the sound is coming from the. Maybe I do need this. Come from the not the computer, the camera, and it's not my camera. It's not my setup. I'm in my parents' house, not in my city, not in my apartment. So we decided to do something very special. A reading of few chapters of The Hobbits, very special edition, original one in English. And if you like the Game of Thrones reading session I did, this is gonna be better because there's a song in the middle, and I do the voices much better than the Game of Thrones one. So that's what is coming for you. Let me just check a few things before I start. In the background, in the meantime, I'm gonna play a few of my songs in Suno. And wait a minute, I can exit this. I need to simplify. Okay, Suno, let's play a nice song. Hopefully you can hear it, but
this day we fight. Baharat Neum, Aragoren, Bashar, Ashachor.
can you hear it, okay? Nice. Let me just check everything.
Your ground stands
I'll play a few songs, and then I do in the background. I do a little work on the technical stuff, and then we start. Something very special today, very short and sweet. Yeah, I send all the links. I'm keep one on. Hopefully more people will join later. One monitor.
Darkness falls upon the fields, but not today. We hold the line with hearts of steel and spirits fine. A day may come when courage fails, when brotherhood is gonna pale.
Ha! Nice! Okay. Nice. Let me check a few things. I can see it. Yeah. Second, guys. Second.
Across the land.
What the hell? Okay, that's something for my fiance. Let's play another song. Play you only songs that's relevant for the book. So from the world of Tolkien. Also I want to check the alerts, special alerts. If I go to system alerts, let's check if it's working. Yeah. Let's see. Just want to check something. No, I cannot hear it for some reason.
I walk through fire, but I do not
No.
burn. The blood of kings is in my turn. Angels cry and demons shake when the son of Yosef away.
Wait.
This is the war before the dawn. The silence shattered, all is drawn. I'm on my pivot, shoot strong. I've got
Okay, I got it. It's not my setup, guys, so the alerts of the following and all the special things I got not gonna work right now, so that's okay. We don't have the alerts and follow alerts, special follow alerts and display and everything, but that's good. It's okay. Very simple one. Okay, you see, so check later.
They crown the beast in the temple's dust, but their gold will rust,
Okay,
their lies combust.
one or two more songs and then we start. More people join. That's good. That's the time.
Reload the healer. You are Shagever. The Noga beat a dish for sure. The Shuel. Like the question of love.
What the heck?
Feigerness håller rätt i flik. I'm not prepared, standing raw. Shall love come like the wall from the guild to the gate of night. I call out my voice beside the
Okay. I need to be focused. Okay, and one more song. It's still going. Okay, one more song. I'm just doing things in the background right now. Let's see.
Among the pigs, stand and roar. Shalev core, rock the war. From the
Yes,
guild to the gate
I got it.
of light. I call out my cornerstone. I let it know. Koli Saima, Ve'alev Gadol Haba.
Got it. Ah, oi. No, no, no. Yes, I hate this. Okay. Second.
של השירים אשר לשלמה, ישקד עם נשיקות פירוקים
Just send the fucking this one.
יין נגלה ריח שמונך, טוב עם שמן תורק שמך, על כן אלמות אהבוך, אתם מושכני אחריך נורצום. אני המלך הדבר נגילה, ונשמחה בך מזכירה, דודך מיין ושרים, אהבוך בנה שחורה, אני ונערה בנות ירושלים, כעלי כתר קריית שלמה, ואל קראוני שאני שחורת שזפתני השמש, ונעימי ניחרו בשעומים, נטרה את הכרמים כרמי שלי, נתתי עזבתי דנישך, עד שיסת אליך פרביץ בצהריים שלמה, יקרו פתיה, האדריכה בריך הבאים, נתתי לך יפה בנפשי צילך תקרא, עצום באיים כגתייך על משכנות הרב. תסוסתי ברכבי פרודים, מתכרייתי היה נעול לחייך בתורים, צווארך בחרוזים היה תורי זהב, נעשה לך עם נקודות הכסף היבש, שהמלך במסיבו נרדי נתן רחוב, הצרור המור דרדורי, בן שדי עלינה יד אשכול הכופר דודידי בחרמן, גלי סעתו הילך יפה רעייתי, נח יפה עינייך יונים, אתה זמך יפה דודי, אופנועים אפרסנו רעננה, היזכור הבתינו, ארזים רכיתנו, רודים בהליכה
Just a second, guys.
בצלם
Hey, Tech, how are you doing? Hello, hello. I didn't see the chat. Yeah, I have only one monitor. Sorry, sorry, guys. Getting all these messages right now. Okay, sorry. Hello, hello. Hey, Rocky man, how you doing? Welcome. How you doing? I'm doing great. Yeah, it's not my own studio. It's my parents' home. Yeah, not in my own. It's a different settings. That's why I don't have. I have only one monitor. I'm gonna do something very special today. Just doing stuff in the background. Sorry. Yeah, I'm starting in a minute. Yeah. Thank you. Welcome everybody. Hey, 18 people in the chat. Let's go. And sound design is gonna be a little different because I'm talking to the camera. It's not like official microphone like professional one I have in my own studio. So the sound, my sound is gonna sound a bit weird and not the best, but that's what we're working here. Not gonna play any games today. It's gonna be very short and sweet stream, and we do something very special. Just a second, let me do. Okay, now that okay, starting soon. Let me play one more song, and we're gonna start. Second song that's very relevant for the thing we're doing, or maybe two songs. No, I just second. Where is it? I need to organize these things a lot better. How are you doing, Rocky? Thank you, Time Tech. Hello, everybody. Yeah, it's a different setup. I'm at my parents' right for now, and right now for the Shabbat, or maybe for the holiday, Shavuot holiday. So I'm not in my own apartment right now, but it's a different settings. But I decided to do like a surprise, unexpected stream, anyways. Let me find the song just before. I need to be focused over here. Where is it? Where is it? Why can't I find these songs? Ah, wait. Playlist, maybe? I got this in the playlist. All of these are my songs, but I cannot find them. Wait. Where is it? So off, it's annoying. I cannot see my songs. Ah, I know. I can search for them. Okay, see. Right. Yes. Yes.
Courage for our friends.
This song, one song after that, and we start it. Yeah.
Flight ready. Follow the king's banner down the center you show. Take your company right after you pass.
Thank you, Tante.
And fear no darkness. Arise, arise, riders of Israel. Spears shall be shaken, shields shall be splintered. Sword day.
Not gonna be special alerts today because I cannot. This is a different setup and it's give me some trouble. But it's only for now. It won't be usually streaming my own studio. So it's gonna be the special setup. I'm not gonna get the special alerts right now, but that's fine. Not. You don't need anything. Just us guys.
And the world
What the hell is happening over here? Okay. Yes, okay, yes. I wanted to share the link also. Yeah, I forgot about this. Okay, nice. Let's share this link again in a special Israeli streamer WhatsApp group. Right now. זה לא עלה כמו שצריך. Always. No. Fucking hell. עוד פעם. Come on. למה זה עולה ככה? מה זה השטויות האלה? How are you doing today? Doing great, man. Thank you. יש לשלוח את הכישורים כאן. Now. Okay. Okay, guys, one more song and we starting. Let's get in the hype, building things in the background, and it's gonna be very simple, special, short stream. What is the name of the song? Bilbo's speech, but I'm gonna do a reading session with you guys of The Hobbit, the original, and it's a very special book, but probably the first or two chapters, it's a children's book. It is, for all the Tolkien's writings, this is the shortest one. So I really like it because I do all the voice acting, the songs, and I can sing them to you. All the different, I really like it. I wanted to do this very long time after I do to you the Game of Thrones reading session. I think this will go even better. It's not have a lot of illustration, but it do have some maps and things I can show you. It's very, very special. It's amazing. To anybody who doesn't know Tolkien's world, Middle Earth and everything, it's the first book Tolkien written, and it's beautiful. All the riddles in the dark with Gollum. It's the first book he written to his child, even before he made the Lord of the Rings. So yeah. Let me find you one special song and I'm gonna start. Where is it? No. Why can't I find it? Wait, what is it? מצאתי, okay, found it. Nice, okay, that song and we're gonna start. Yeah, this one.
My dear people, my dear Bagginses and Boffins, and my dear Tooks and Brandy Bucks and Grubs and Chubs and Broses and Hornblowers and Bulgers, brace your girdles, goodbyes, Brock houses and Proudfoots. Also my good sack-filled Bagginses that I welcome back at last to
Okay, hello! Tasty Cake! One of my subscribers, one of two subscribers. Welcome! How are you doing, man? I got this special thing just for you, man. For everybody, but especially for you. Yeah. How are you doing? Vibing. Got us something to eat, something to drink, nice coffee, nice popcorn. Right now. It's gonna be very short, 45 minutes, hour, something like that. It is also, if I may be allowed to refer to ancient history, the anniversary of my arrival by barrel at Esgaroth on the Long Lake. The fact that it was my birthday, we can get to this battle in this book. And birthdays did not seem so important. It's a very small book. You can read it very fast. In English. All the English. And could only say thank you very much. I now repeat it more correctly. Thank you very much for coming to my little party. I wish to make an announcement. I regret to announce that, though as I said, 11 years is far too short a time to spend among you. This is the end. I am going. I am leaving now. Goodbye. I also got something very special for you. You don't gonna get a special alert, but I will do the body knowledge. I'll get to it after the song ends. Yeah. So guys, welcome everybody. Hello, 18 people in the chat. How are you doing? Okay, so I'm gonna do a very special stream today. Not play any games. I'm gonna read to you from the Hobbit book, like I do readings, like a Game of Thrones chapters, and do voice acting and do all the, or show you all the pictures and all the different illustrations. So this is a very special edition for the Hobbit. I got all the other books, but right now my younger brother went to New Zealand and Australia, and he went for the Lord of the Rings, the Lord of the Rings books. He took them there, and he left me the Hobbit books. This is my books, but I lent it to my younger brother, Ofer, and this is the very special edition for the Hobbit book, the original one, but a few things were added to this edition. So without further ado, I'm gonna start, but I'm gonna read you a bit of the introduction over here, but it's a very short book. The chapter is very, very short and concise. It's not like the Lord of the Rings. It's a bit straight. Fourth chapter, Gollum with the riddles in the dark. So like very, very fast paced. Okay, so I will see how it's going on. Let me start slowly and be like I need to collect myself. And before I start, also check out. I made a new BlizzCode rewards, the bits coin, special points for my channel, custom points you get anyways by watching me and interacting with me. You add BlizzCodes. Right now, there was a very big list of high cost rewards you can buy with them, but right now I deleted most of them, just kept the last one right now. I'm working on building something much more deliberate and good. Right now you can see the special, you can use it to highlight the message and all this shit, but the most important thing you can do with this, usually you get special alerts with these guys, but right now you can do something very special with the BlizzCodes. And it's in this stream it's going to be very, very beautiful because there's Bardic Knowledge level 1 rewards. Bardic Knowledge level 1, Whispers of the Bard. Bardic Knowledge level 2, Echo of Insight. Bardic Knowledge level 3, Body Knowledge Level 3, which is a Scroll of Synthesis, and Body Knowledge Level 4, Hymn of Insight. And you're going to read the description what each one of them is. I don't want to waste time, but read the description of each one of these. You're going to, for each one of them, you buy it and you leave me a special message, and I interact with you. I give you, like, answer your question, but in very specific fields which I'm expert in, like biology and chemistry and philosophy and Judaism and music. Like, I give my knowledge to you. That's one of the abilities of bard. I'm a bard. I'm a musical magician. My power is through my soul, my own voice. So I have a lot. What usually you say about bards, they say jack of all trade, master of none. But I do have a bit of mastery, and I want to share my knowledge. As you go on, the higher level of the bardic knowledge you can buy, it costs more, but you get something a lot better. And you read the description. I don't want to get to it too much, but that's one of the greatest things I'm starting to build. There are going to be more things in time. I'm working on it still. Sadly, I won't get special alerts over here. This is not my settings. This is my little brother settings. But when I get back home, you get all the special things. But right now, just when you buy this, I will get in the chat. I see the chat over here. You can send a special message to ask me a different question in 3 areas of expertise. The higher level of bardic knowledge you buy, the higher, the longer, the more complex read the description. Read the description. I'm rambling too much. I digress. Okay, so guys, there's a special reward right now, bardic knowledge reward. Check them out if you want to use them in the stream. It's gonna be very beautiful and nice, and just for you guys. More later. So let's start. Too much rambling. Okay. The Hobbit, J.R.R. Tolkien. This is the opening of the book. It's like the original, but they added a lot of things. That is the context, and you can see like introduction, everything. But I'm not gonna read to you everything, but there's a bit things I can show you in the middle where it's relevant. There's maps over here, but just a second. Oh, nice, The Hobbit. I've listened to the audiobook of this work a few years ago in Russian. Nice. Wow, Russian is probably funny to read. Gonna be interesting to listen to you read. Okay, I'm gonna do the voice acting in the songs and everything. Like Tolkien song, it's not like in the books. It's like like he knew how to build a beautiful, detailed world. So everything has its own place. And I got a lot of maps in the beginning. I can show you later. But right now, it's a special map I can show in the first chapter. They made they talk about this map, and then I will show you the map. Not right now. So let's start. Okay, you see this? This is in Elvish. I'm going to read to you the 1.5 page, and then we start the first chapter, an unexpected party. Like we do now, an unexpected stream, an unexpected party. It's very suiting. It was a surprise to you guys. I didn't want to spoil it in the title. Okay, so let's read to you. I cannot read Elvish. There's some people who can. It's a real language you made, Tolkien. Okay, so read to you from this. This is a story of long ago. At that time, the languages and letters were quite different from ours of today. English is used to represent the languages, but 2 points may be noted. 1. In English, the only correct plural of dwarf is dwarves, and the adjective is dwarvish. In the story, dwarves and dwarvish are used. The reason for this is used to given in the Lord of Rings, letter 3. Yeah, it's very introduction, but just a few. Then I start just to read it without explaining a lot. I just need to keep going. It's okay. In this, it used dwarves and dwarvish, like Tolkien used dwarves, but only when speaking of the ancient people to whom Thorin Oakenshield and his companion belonged. Second, orc is not an English word. It occurs in 1 or 2 places, but it's usually translated goblin or hobgoblin for the larger kinds. Orc is the hobbit's form of the name given at that time to these creatures, and it is not connected at all with our orc with a K, orc with a C, orc. applied to sea animals or dolphin kind. It's like the introduction to the old world. Scratching on wood, stone, or metal, and so were thin and angular. At the time of this tale, only the dwarves made regular use of them, especially for private or secret records. The runes are in the book represented by English runes, which are known now by few people. If the runes of foreign map, which is in the beginning, you can see the map he made, but I see it when it become relevant in the first chapter. I'm gonna show you this map, why it's relevant, but right now let's start the story. It's a whole experience, it's not only a book, it's a whole world. You need to enter the world, so right now we're entering with you, just explaining a bit before we start the actual story. Yes. It's been a while, yeah, it's been a while, Tasty Cake. Where have you been, man? Glad to see you. Hope you're doing fine in Siberia. Okay, so yeah, let's keep going. Especially for private or secret records. The runes are in the book represented by English runes, which are known now to few people. If the runes of Thor's map are compared. This is Elvish or Dwarvish, one of the languages he made, Tolkien. With the transcriptions into modern letters. Is this written only in English in his world because we living in the same world like ages ago? Like this is the third age, but we live in like in the seventh one. Tolkien world, it's like our world. Middle Earth, it's like a part of our world. Like it's but very long ago. Like in his lore, this is the same world we live in right now. We are like in the seventh age or something. And at the end of the Lord of the Rings, you end the third age, become the age of men, and then become a lot more like our age, like the Bible age. Like like in his world, like all the things with the goblins and the orcs and elves and all the Sauron and everything with the dragons was before the Bible times, and then we got the the age of men in the fourth age, and then it's all the usually Bible stories, New Testament, like all our age, but like it's like all part of the same world. We live in the same world, like Tolkien thought about it it was a very devoted Catholic Christian. So he was very connected to all these things. So he made the whole world and put into his belief. So it's beautiful. Like this is our world. Like in his law, canon-wise, we are living in Tolkien's world right now, but in the seventh or eighth age. Like this is the third age. Very tens of thousands of years before this. Like very, very, very early. Okay. Yes. It's been a while. Have you been? Hey, what's up, man? Hey, Donald Digital. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. What's up? How you doing? Doing great. I'm doing a reading of The Hobbit in English. Very special edition. Just the first or two chapters. Just right now the introduction. With voice acting and everything. It's all experience with me. I do like a similar with, check out my videos, VODs, and in my channel of the Game of Thrones one I'm doing. Yeah. Hey Ayomite, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hey yo, what's good? How you doing today? Oh, I noticed your background is different. Yeah, I'm not doing this from my apartment. I'm doing this from my parents' house, parents' home. It's not in my city. I went for my parents for the Shabbat. Right now we're waiting to eat before the Shabbat enters, and then in the Shabbat I won't do any streams, but maybe at the end of Shabbat later. Right now Shabbat doesn't enter yet. I saved אני שומר Shabbat. I don't know how you say it in English. It's not the same meaning as saving the Shabbat. It's like שמור is something אחר. In Hebrew it means something different. But yeah, I keep the Shabbat, that's better, and save. But yeah, it's Hebrew and English have a different meaning for the same word sometimes. You cannot translate every Hebrew word to English. Yeah, so let's keep going. What's going on doing? Yeah, that's my, this whole setup is my little brother setup. It's not mine, I got only one monitor, that's why I'm not doing any games or something like that, because I cannot see the chat while I do the game. I need my setup, and the sound design, The camera over here is worse. It's not like my camera. My camera is much better. It's not a microphone, but the camera and the microphone are the same thing. I'm talking to the camera right now. So it's not the best sound quality. So sorry about that, but it's a very unique experience because I don't do this usually. Usually I'm not visiting my parents' house, so you get a special experience here with me. That's a small stream, like 45 to an hour from now on, and then we end the stream, something beautiful and short and sweet before the enter of Shabbat enders. Doing great. Hey Salam, how are you doing? Salam Alek, how are you doing? Peace. Yeah, we're reading Hobbit, a few chapters with voice acting and everything. You get a whole experience with me. You can see all the special maps and everything. It's a very special addition to this Hobbit book, the original one in English. Yo, I'm glad. Ooh, 21 people in the chat. What, that's close to the I think my best people live at the same time is like 22 or 23. We're very close to breaking the higher limit of the live people in the same time. Like it's very good. Guys, you're making me closer to become a partner. But I still have a lot to work. But that's a start. So if like I get more than 22 people in the chat right now, we're gonna break a record over here. And sorry, you don't get a special alerts and so follow alerts and everything. If I don't see you, new follower right now, and I don't see you and don't react, just know that it's not my setup. And right now the special alerts doesn't work, so it's not the best sound design, not the best audio recording, but we're doing a very special, sweet, reading a book with you, do the voice. Like let's get started. Yeah, we're too rambling too much. Let's just get into this world. I'm very excited. Yes, that's very cool. You're gonna enjoy, get a special kind of unique experience into this Tolkien world. A lot of people know this world, but there's some people who doesn't, and envy you, because it's a beautiful world to get into. Let's read the chat a bit. It sure has been. Yeah, you're talking to yourself. Okay. You've been busy for exam. I know, in your studies. Yeah. Told me. Tasty cake. Nice. Okay. Nice. I haven't seen you for a long time. You were one of my 2 subscribers, so you get special privileges. And you still haven't worked all the perks you're gonna get, but you are not only a subscriber, you're level 2 subscriber. And I gifted a sub to a random person from a community. He hasn't seen him yet, but how do you call it? Something rogue, something. But he hasn't been in my chat yet. But he got a luck of the draw, won the lottery, and got 1 month tier 1 sub I gifted. It was a random. It's picked by random. It picked him. So I got 2 subscribers right now. I got tasty cake for half a year and 1 month of how do you call it? Rogue something. I cannot see it right now, but yeah, when he comes and he sees it, one of my followers. So yeah, I'm just building the community over here. Let's get into the book, into the world. Yeah, okay. So yeah, let's keep going. Everybody's welcome. Bring us something to eat, something to drink, nice popcorn. It's a nice experience. Okay, so yeah. Total read. On the map, all the normal. It's an introduction over here in Elvish over here. It's just our notes from Tolkien. Like he said, dwarves, not dwarves in his name. Orc is like a hobbit word for goblins and hobgoblins. That the name of this book. If he says goblins or hobgoblins, it's type of orcs. Okay, so yeah, that's the main thing. Okay, let's keep going. Chapter 1. An unexpected party. In a hole in the ground, there lived a hobbit. Not a nasty, dirty, wet hole, filled with the ends of worms and an oozy smell, nor yet a dry, bare, sandy hole, with nothing in it to sit down on or to eat. It was a hobbit hole, and that means comfort. It had a perfectly round door, like a porthole, painted green, with a shiny yellow brass knob in the exact middle. The door opened on a tube-shaped hole like a tunnel, a very comfortable tunnel without smoke, with paneled walls and floors, tiled and carpeted, provided with polished chairs, and lots of pegs for hats and coats. The hobbit was fond of visitors. The tunnel wound wound on and on. It's Old English, so it's not. It's need to. It's not so easy to read it. No going. It's like it says like the whole Hobbit Hall is on the same level. It's not like have a higher part. It's not like a stairs. It doesn't have any stairs. It's like all area like flat. That's what it means. Okay. Fairly, but not quite straight into the side of the hill. The hill, as all the people for many miles round call it, and many little round doors opened out of it. First on one side, and then to another. No going upstairs for the hobbits. For the hobbit, bedrooms. Like one side is all the bedrooms, bathrooms, cellars, pantries, lots of cheese, and like one side is for the purpose of the bedrooms, bathrooms, and cellars and pantries. Lots of those, and wardrobes. He had a lot of rooms devoted to clothes. Kitchen, dining rooms, all well on the same floor, and indeed on the same passage. The best rooms were all on the left-hand side. So right side of these rooms, and the left is in detail it said. And the left side, for those were the only ones to have windows. So the left side, all the window doors, the other side in the inside of the hill. Like it paints the picture of the Hobbit Hall, how the Hobbit lives, and it is like it's a description of particular Hobbit you know very well, Bilbo. Yeah. A second. Let's read your chat a little bit. Oh, that's cool. I meet you again, man. Hey, nice talking to yourself. That's okay. I like that you can talk to yourself in the community over here. Nice feeling over here. Nice energies. How's school? Has been going lately? It's cool. University, not school. Yeah, you told me about it, Jessica. Very nice. We can find time for a little bit of fun watching me. Okay, so one side, the right side is the wardrobe, cellars, pantries, bedrooms, bathrooms, kitchens, pantries, and the left side is actually the rooms with the doors, windows. Deep set around the windows, looking over his garden, and meadows are beyond, sloping down to the river. This hobbit was a very well-to-do hobbit, like rich, very rich hobbit. Yeah, well-to-do is like a nice way to say it in all English, like he's loaded with money. This hobbit was a very well-to-do hobbit, and his name was Baggins. The Bagginses had lived in the neighborhood of the hill for time out of mind, and people consider them very respectable. Not only because most of them were rich, but also because they never had any adventures or did anything unexpected. You could tell what the Baggins would say on any question without the bother of asking him. This is a story of how a Baggins had an adventure and found himself doing and saying things altogether unexpected. He may have lost the neighbors' respect, but he gained, well, you will see whether he gained anything in the end. It's like it's a narrator voice said, it's not Bilbo says. It's like who telling the story, like Tolkien said. Okay, you will see what you're gonna get in the end. Don't spoil. No spoilers in the chat about the story, guys, because for the first people who experience this world and this Hobbit book for the first time, it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be very envy you guys if you don't know this world and the story and everything. It's experience. Yeah, let's keep going. Don't worry about your English. It's not my first. Yeah, it's not my first language also, but I know English very well. But this is in Old English. It's very hard to read. Read it. I can read it in my mind a lot easier than read it out loud. So it's a different kind of. I need to be more precise with my pronunciations. So it's not my first language, but I really like this. So let's keep going. Okay. Well, so this story is about a Baggins Baggins had wait, let me get back so I can see where I was. Like, I need to, like, when I read the chat and I reading the book, I need to take myself out of it, so I need to be focused. I have ADHD, so yeah, let's read a little bit before this. Okay. The Hobbit was a very well-to-do Hobbit, and his name was Baggins. The Bagginses had lived in the neighborhood of the hill for time out of mind, and people considered them very respectable, not only because most of them were rich, but also because they never had any adventures or did anything unexpected. You could tell what a Baggins would say on any question without the bother of asking him. This is a story of how a Baggins had an adventure and found himself doing and saying things altogether unexpected. He may have lost the neighbor's respect, but he gained, well, you will see whether he gained anything in the end. The mother of our particular hobbit, the mother of our particular hobbit, as it like said, what is a hobbit? I suppose hobbits need some description nowadays, since they have become rare and shy of the little people. Of the big people. We are the big people. Humans are the big people. They become well and shy of the big people, as they call us. They are, or were, a little people, about half our height, and smaller than the bearded dwarves. Hobbits have no beards. There is little or no magic about them, except the ordinary, everyday sort, which helps them to disappear quickly, sneaking. Like they know how to keep quiet. Guys, let's read. Let's finish the first book and really finish the first chapter, and then I have to end the stream because my parents waiting for me right now. I have like 25 or half an hour to do this. Let's do this like nice and slowly. We have some time. Incoming ad break in 3 minutes, but let's keep going. I have some time, but I need. I won't have time for the second book. This chapter in the first one, it's not Lord of the Rings. It's a children's book. It's very, very concise, so it's very to the point. So let's just keep going. Yeah. Hey Sean Digitals, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Within the Hobbit, first chapter, an unexpected party. Let's keep going. Yeah, nice story. Very nice story. Yeah. Welcome. The mother of a particular hobbit. What is a hobbit? I suppose hobbit needs some description nowadays, since they have become rare and shy of little people, about half our height, and smaller than the bearded dwarves. Hobbits have no beards. There is little or no magic about them, except the ordinary, everyday sort, which helps them to disappear quietly. I'm reading too fast. And quietly and quickly, when large stupid folk like you and me come blundering along, making a noise like elephants, which they can hear a mile off. They are inclined to be fat in the stomach. They dress in bright colors, chiefly green and yellow, wear no shoes, because their feet grow naturally leather soles and thick warm brown hair like the stuff on their heads, which is curly. Have long, clever brown fingers, good-natured faces, and laugh deep, fruity laughs, especially after dinner, which they have twice a day when they can get it. Now you know enough to go on with. Now you know enough to go on. It's like explaining the description. What is a hobbit? Like it's the starting of a hobbit, but what is a hobbit? Okay. So now you know enough to go on with. As I was saying, the mother of this hobbit, of Bilbo Baggins, that is, was the famous Belladonna Took, one of the 3 remarkable daughters of the old Took, head of the hobbits who lived across the water, the small river that ran at the foot of the hill. It was often said in other families that long ago one of the Took ancestors must have taken our fairy wife. That was, of course, absurd, but certainly there was still something not entirely hobbit-like about them, and once in a while members of the Took clan would go and have adventures discreetly disappeared and the family hushed it up, but the fact remained that the Tooks were not as respectable as the Bagginses, though they were undoubtedly richer. Not that Belladonna Took ever had any adventures. After she became Mrs. Bongo Baggins, Bongo, that was Bilbo's father, built the most luxurious hobbit hole for her, and partially with her money. That was to be found either under the hill or over the hill or across the waters, and there remained to the end of their days. Still, it is probable that Bilbo, her only son, although he looked and behaved exactly like a second edition of his solid and comfortable father, got something a bit queer in his makeup from the Took side, something that only waited for a chance to come out. The chance never arrived until Bilbo Baggins was grown up, being about 50 years old or so, and living in the beautiful hobbit hole built by his father, which I have just described for you, until he had in fact apparently settled down immovably. We went on an ad break, guys, so I'm stopping right now. 2.5 minutes and we continue. I'll play you like a song in the background for the people that skip the ads, or Tasty Cake, who doesn't get the ads because of he is a subscriber. Play you a song right now. Let's play you, what song to play you? Let's see in the meantime. 2 minutes and we're coming back, and let me drink some water. I need to keep my voice. Let me play you this song.
בנגינה איטית, תוף יחיד, קול בודד. כל היום בסמר יבוא. כל מלעם ציין, נזמי החמותה, כולי סבלבה ומימור. כל אורחים מבקר חושך דקונו. Low rumbling rhythm like a march from the deep earth. I walk through fire but I do not burn. The blood of kings is in my turn. Angels cry and demons shake when the son of Yosef awake. This is the war before the dawn. The silence shattered all is drawn. I'm on my pivot, shoelace strong. I'm gonna tell ya, didn't have shown. If I run the world, I used to כי עוד בשבת
No. Tasty Cake, not because of sanction, because you are a subscriber. You don't get it yet, man. That's one of the perks becoming subscribers. It's okay. You're the one people that doesn't get the ads. You get a bonus, not to get the ads. One of the perks becoming a subscriber. The first thing about subscriber is you get a free stream without ads. That's good. That's because you're a subscriber, man. That's for you. Most people will get it right now. The 18 other people. You don't get it. Okay. I think we'll come back. Just a second. Let's finish this song. Welcome back, guys. I think we came back right now. Welcome back from the ad break. Yeah, I think we came back. No, Tasty Cake, you're supposed not to get ads. That's one of the perks becoming a subscriber. Let's finish let the song play to its end, and then we continue where we got the top. I have not a lot of time right now for you. But it's very short and concise. Do the first chapter of the book. Let's get going. A second. welcome back from the ads. How are you doing?
Walk the pace,
Okay, second.
stand and roar.
Forgot about.
Shall live cold, rock the world from the ghetto to
Take
the
this time to
gate
drink
of
some water.
life. I call on my king, I let it go. Coolly same,
Yeah, I know, man. This is not my microphone, not my camera, not my. It's not my setup, so that's why. Usually, I have a much better setup, much more professional setup. I played it for the ads, the background, just to have something in the background because I stopped. I want everybody to join with me. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, D. So let's continue where we last left off. I need to finish this chapter in 20-25 minutes. Okay, so I don't have enough time, but like I got some. This chapter ends in. It's very small chapters because this is the Hobbit book. I can read very fast, so let's. Okay, in 20 pages. Okay, we can do this. Let's keep going. Just want to finish first chapter. Welcome everybody back from the ads. It really means a lot to me. You're supporting me. I really need the money right now. I need the income, but it's okay. Let's keep going. Yeah, I digress. Okay. Where I was. Okay. By some curious chance, one morning, long ago, in the quiet of the world, when there was less noise and more green, and the hobbits were still numerous and prosperous, and Bilbo Baggins was standing at his door after breakfast, smoking an enormous long wooden pipe. I've got the same pipe. I got like a pipe very close to it. Because you saw me, probably, some of you saw me with it. An enormous long wooden pipe that reached like pipe is like where you can smoke with it. I really like it. Smoking an enormous long wooden pipe that reached nearly down to his woolly toes, nearly brushed. Gandalf came by. Gandalf! If you had heard only a quarter of what I've heard about him, and I have only heard very little of all there is to hear, you would be prepared for any sort of remarkable tale. Tales and adventures sprout up all over the place wherever he went, in the most extraordinary fashion. He had not been down that way under the hill for ages and ages, not since his friend the old Took died. In fact, and the hobbits had almost forgotten what he looked like. He had been away over the hill and across the waters on businesses of his own, since they were all small hobbit boys and hobbit girls. All that was unsuspecting. Bilbo saw all that the unsuspecting Bilbo saw that morning was an old man with a staff. He had a tall pointed blue hat, a long grey cloak, a silver scarf over which his long white beard hung down below his waist, and immense black boots. Okay, I'm doing voice acting, so let me do my Bilbo voice to prepare myself. Hey Sirio, how are you doing? Welcome. Okay. Good morning, said Bilbo. He meant it. The sun was shining and the grass was very green, but Gandalf looked at him from under long bushy eyebrows that struck out further than the brim of his shady hat. What do you mean? He said. Do you wish me a good morning? Or mean that it's a good morning whether I want it or not? Or that you feel good this morning? Or that it is a morning to be good on? All of them at once, said Bilbo. And a very fine morning for a pipe of tobacco. Out of the doors, into the bargain, and if you have a pipe about you, sit down and have a fill of mine. There's no hurry. We have all the days before us. Then Bilbo sat down on a seat by his door, crossed his legs, and blew out a beautiful grey ring of smoke that sailed up into the air without breaking and floated away over the hill. Very pretty, said Gandalf. But I have no time to blow smoke rings this morning. I'm looking for someone to share in an adventure that I'm arranging. Adventures that I am arranging, and it's very difficult to find anyone. Don't you think so, on these parts? We are plain quiet folk, and have no use for adventures. Nasty, disturbing, uncomfortable things. Make you late for dinner. Cannot think what anybody sees in them. You can't think what anybody sees in them, sent out Mr. Baggins, and struck one thumb behind his braces, and blew out another, even bigger, smoke ring. Then he took out his morning letters and began to read, pretending to take no more notice of the old man. He had decided that he was not quite his sort, and wanted him to go away. But the old man did not move. He stood leaning on his stick and gazing at the hobbit without saying anything, till Bilbo got quite uncomfortable and even a little cross. "Good morning," he said at last. "We don't want any adventures here, thank you. You might try over the hill or across the water." But this he meant that the conversation was at the end. "What a lot of things you do," Gandalf voice. "What a lot of things you do use good morning for," said Gandalf. "Now you mean that you want to get rid of me, and that it won't be good till I move off." Not at all, my dear sir. Let me see. I don't think I know your name." Yes, my dear sir. And I am, that's Gandalf. Okay, let me do this again. Not at all, my good sir. No, let me do this way. Okay, I need to do this better. Okay. "Good morning," he said at last. "We don't want any adventures here, thank you. You might try over the hill or cross the water." By this, he meant that the conversation was at an end, or what was at an end. "What a lot of things you do use good morning for," said Gandalf. "Now you mean that you want to get rid of me, and that it won't be good till I move off." Not at all, my dear sir. Let me see, I don't think I know your name." Yes, my dear sir, and I do know your name, Mr. Bilbo Baggins, and you do know my name, though you don't remember that I belong to it. I am Gandalf, and Gandalf means me. To think that I should have lived to be good morninged by Belladonna Took's son, as if I was selling buttons at the door. Gandalf! Good gracious me! Not the wandering wizard that gave the old Took a pair of magic diamond studs that fastened themselves and never came undone till order? Not the fellow who used to tell such wonderful tales at parties about dragons and goblins and giants and the rescue of princesses and the unexpected luck of widows' sons? Not the man that used to make such particularly excellent fireworks? I remember those. Old Took used to have them on Midsummer's Eve. Splendid! They used to go up like great lilies and shadowed dragons, snapdragons, and Labonamus of fire was hung in the twilight all evening. You will notice already that Mr. Baggins. You will note that's the narrator, sir. You will notice already that Mr. Baggins was not quite so prosy as he liked to believe. Also, that he was very fond of flowers. Dear me, he went on, not the Gandalf who was responsible for so many quiet lads and lasses going off into the blue for mad adventures? Anything from climbing trees to visiting elves, or sailing in ships, sailing to other shores. Bless me, life used to be quite interesting. I mean, you used to get upset. I need to do this better. It's like very excited to hear about Gandalf, but then it like get hold of himself. It's like life used to be quite interesting. I mean, you used to upset things badly in these parts once upon a time. I beg your pardon, but I had no idea you were still in business. Well, where else should I be? Said the wizard. All the same, I'm pleased to find you remember something about me. You seem to remember my fireworks candy. At any rate, and that is not without hope. Indeed, for you, your old grandfather took sake, and for the sake of poor Belladonna, I will give you what you asked for. I beg your pardon? I haven't asked for anything. Yes, you have. Twice now. My pardon. I give it... Yes, you have. Twice now. My pardon. I give it to you. In fact, I will go so far as to send you on this adventure. Very amusing for me. Very good for you. And profitable too. Very likely if you get... Very likely. No, again, I need to say it in Gandalf voice. Again. Yes, you have. Twice now, my pardon. I give it to you. In fact, I will go so far as to send you on this adventure. Very amusing for me. Very good for you. And profitable too. Very likely if you ever get over it. Sorry, I don't want any adventures, thank you. Not today. Good morning. But please come to tea anytime you like. Why not tomorrow? Come tomorrow. Goodbye. With that, the hobbit turned and scuttled inside his round green door, and shut it as quickly as he dared, not to seem rude. Wizards, after all, are wizards. What on earth did I ask him to tea for? He said to himself as he went to the pantry. He had only just had breakfast, but he thought a cake or two and a drink of something would do him good after his fright. Gandalf, in the meantime, was still standing outside the door and laughing along, but quietly. After a while, he stepped up and with the spike on his staff, scratched a queer sign on the hobbit's beautiful green front door. Then, it's like leave a sign on his door, on his beautiful green door. Then he strode away, just about the time when Bilbo was finishing the second cake and beginning to think that he had escaped adventures very well. Oh, I like this opening. So nice. The next day, he had almost forgotten about Gandalf. He did not remember things very well, unless he put them down on his engagement table. Like this: Gandalf tea, Wednesday. Yesterday, he had been too flustered to do anything of the kind. Just before tea time, there came a tremendous ring on the front door bell. Doo-doo! And then he remembered. He rushed and put on the kettle, and put out another cup and saucer, and an extra cake or two, and ran to the door. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, he was going to say, when he saw that it was not Gandalf at all. It was a dwarf with a blue beard, tuckered into a golden belt, and very bright eyes under his dark green hood. As soon as the door was opened, he pushed inside just as if he had been expected. He hung his hooded cloak on the nearest peg, and "Walin, at your service," he said with a low bow. "Bilbo Baggins, at yours," said the hobbit, too surprised to ask any questions for the moment. When the silence that followed had become uncomfortable, he added, I'm just about to take tea, party. Pray come and have some with me? A little stiff, perhaps, but he meant... okay, that's the narrator. I need to differentiate. Okay, again. I'm just about to take tea. Pray come and have some with me? A little stiff, perhaps, but he meant it kindly. And what would you do if an uninvited dwarf came and hung his things up on your hall without a word of explanation? They had not been at the table long. In fact, they had hardly reached the third cake when there came another even louder ring at the door. Doo-doo! Excuse me, said the hobbit, and off he went to the door. So you've got here at last. That's what he was going to say to Gandalf this time, but it was not Gandalf. Instead, There was a very old-looking dwarf on the step with a white beard and a scarlet hood, and he too hopped inside as soon as the door was opened, just as if he had been invited. "Ah, I see they have begun to arrive already," he said when he caught sight of Dwalin's green hood hanging up. He hung his red one next to it. And, "Barlin, at your service," he said with his hand on his breast. "Barlin, at your service." "Thank you," said Bilbo with a gasp. It was not the correct thing to say, but they have begun to arrive and it flustered him badly. He liked visitors, but he liked to know them before they arrived, and he preferred to ask them himself. He had a horrible thought that the cakes might run short. And then he, as the host, he knew this duty and stuck to it, however painful he might have to go without. "Come along in and have some tea," he managed to say after taking a deep breath. "A little beer would suit me better, if you all the same to you, my good sir," said Balin with the white beard. "But I don't mind some cake, seed cake, if you have any." "Lots," Bilbo found himself answering, to his own surprise. And he found himself scuttling off to the cellar to fill a pint beer mug, and then a pantry to fetch 2 beautiful round seed cakes, which he had baked that afternoon for his after-supper morsel. When he got back, Balin and Dwalin were talking at the table like old friends. As a matter of fact, they were brothers. Bilbo plumped down the beer and the cake in front of them when loud came a ring at the bell again, and another one. Doo-doom, doo-doom. "Gunther for certain this time," he thought, as he puffed along the passage. But it was not. It was 2 more dwarfs, both with blue hoods, silver belts, and yellow beards, and each of them carried a bag of tools and a spade. In they hopped. As soon as the door began to open, Bilbo was hardly surprised at all. "What can I do for, my dwarfs?" he said. "Kili, at your service," said the one, "and Philip." אין בעיה, אני אסיים כאן את הפרק ואני מצטרף לכם. Okay guys, I have only 10 minutes, so and let's just finish the first chapter, and well, then we have to sign off. Yeah, let's read the chat a little bit in this break. Wait, ooh, okay, nice, wow. Wait. Visiting. Hello, how is everyone? Hello, Sean. Nice story. Yes, that's a very nice story. Also, don't get it because of sanctions. No, okay, I talked about it. Love the music. Thank you very much. Hello. And it took the tomorrow, literally. Yeah. I am very interested to hear it in Russian. It's probably very funny. Yeah, let's keep going. I have 10 minutes. Okay, let's keep going. "What can I do for my dwarfs?" he said. "Kili, at your service," said one, "and Philly," added the other, and they both swept off their blue hoods and bowed. "At yours and your families," replied Bilbo, remembering his manners this time. "Dwalin and Balin here already, I see," said Kili. "Let us join the throng." "Throng?" thought Mr. Baggins. "I don't like the sound of that. I really must sit down for a minute and collect my wits and have a drink." He had only just had a sip in a corner, while the 4 dwarfs sat around the table and talked about mines and golds and troubles with the goblins and the depredations of dragons and lots of other things which he did not understand and did not want to, for they sounded much too adventurous. When, ding dong, his bell rang again, as if some nutty little hobbit boy was trying to pull the handle off. "Someone at the door," he said, blinking. "Some four, I should say, by the sound," said Philly. "Besides, we saw them coming along behind us, in the distance." The poor little hobbit sat down in the hall and put his head in his hands. "Oh my God," he cried, "oh my God," and wondered what had happened and what was going to happen, and whether they would all stay to supper. Then the bell rang again, louder than ever, and he had to run to the door. It was not 4 after all, it was 5. Another dwarf has to come along while he was wandering in the hall. He had hardly turned the knob before they were all inside, bowing and saying, "At your service," one after another. Dori, Nori, Ori, Oin, and Gloin were their names, and very soon 2 purple heads, a grey hood, a brown hood, and a white hood were hanging on the pegs, and off they marched with their broad hands striking their gold and silver belts to join the others. And a side note, Gloin is the father of Gimli from the Lord of the Rings. Gimli, son of Gloin, yeah. And off they marched with their broad hands striking the gold and silver belts to join the others. Already he had almost become a throng. Some called for ale, and some for porter, and one for coffee, and all of them for cakes, so the hobbit was kept very busy for a while. A big jug of coffee had just been set in the hearth, the seed cakes were gone, and the dwarfs were starting on a round of buttered scones. When they came a loud knock, not a ring, but a hard rat-tat on the hobbit's beautiful green door. Someone was banging with a stick. Bilbo rushed along the passages, very angry and altogether bewildered and betrothed. This was the most awkward Wednesday he has ever remembered. He pulled open the door with a jerk, and they all fell in, one on top of the other. More dwarves, 4 more! And there was Gandalf behind, leaning on his staff and laughing. Ha 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 ha. He had made quite a dent on the beautiful door. He had also, by the way, knocked out the secret mark that he had put there the morning before. "Carefully, carefully," he said. "It is not like you, Bilbo, to keep friends waiting on the mat, and then open the door like a pop gun. Let me introduce Bifur, Bofur, Bumper, and especially Thorin." "At your service," said Bifur, Bofur, and Bumper, standing in a row. They had hung up 2 yellow hoods and a pale green one, and also a sky blue one with a long silver tassel. This last one belonged to Thorin, an enormously important dwarf. In fact, no other than the great Thorin Oakenshield himself, who was not at all pleased at falling flat on Bilbo's mat with Bifur, Bofur, and Bumper on top of him. For one thing, Bumper was immensely fat and heavy. Thorin indeed was very huffy, and said nothing about service. But poor Mr. Baggins said he was sorry so many times that at the last he grunted, pray don't mention it," and stopped frowning. "Now we are all here," said Gandalf, looking at the row of 13 hoods. The best detachable party hoods and his own hat hanging on the pegs. "Quite a merry gathering. I hope there is something left for the latecomers to eat and drink." "What's that? Tea? No, thank you. A little red wine, I think, for me." "And for me," said Thorin. Hello. Foreign voice. Wait. What is that? Tea? No, thank you. A little red wine, I think, for me. What do you do for foreign voice? I think. "And for me," said Thorin. "And raspberry jam and apple tart," said Bifur. "And mince pies and cheese," said Buffer. How do you do a fat voice? Like Cartman? Bumper? Bumper! No, I need to find a good voice for him. Good voice for a fat wolf. It's like a Scottish fat wolf. Let me get into this and find a voice for him. And for a little red wine, I think, for me, Gandalf. And for me, said Thorin. And raspberry jam and apple tart, said Bifrost. And mince pies and cheese, said Buffer. And pork pies and salad, said Buffer. And more cakes, and ale, and coffee, if you don't mind, called the other dwarfs through the door. Put on a few eggs, there's a good fellow. Gandalf called after him as the hobbit stamped off to the pantries. And just bring out the cold chicken and pickles. Seems to know as much of the inside of my that Bilbo speaking to himself. Seems to know as much about the inside of my larders as I do myself, thought Mr. Baggins, who was feeling positively flummoxed, and was beginning to wonder whether a most wretched adventure had not come right into his house. By the time he had got all the bottles and dishes and knives and forks and glasses and plates and spoons and things piled up on the big tray, he was getting very hot and red in the face and annoyed. Confusticate and bebother these dwarves, he said aloud. Why don't they come and lend a hand? Lo and behold, there stood Balin and dwarves at the door of the kitchen, and Fili and Kili behind them. And before he could say knife, they had whisked the trays and couple of small tables into a parlor and set out everything afresh. Gandalf sat at the head of the party with the 13 dwarfs all around, and Bilbo sat on a stool at the fireside nibbling at a biscuit. His appetite was quite taken away, and trying to look as if this was all perfectly ordinary, and not in the least an adventure. The dwarfs ate, and talked, and time got on. At last they pushed the chairs back, and Bilbo made a move to collect the plates and the glasses. I suppose you will all stay to supper, he said in his politest, unpressing tone. Of course, said Thorin. And after, we shan't get through the business till late, and we must have some music first. Now, to clear up. They opened the 12 drawers, not Thorin, he was too important, and stayed talking to Gandalf, jumped to their feet, and made tall piles of all the things off they went, not waiting for trays, balancing columns of plates, each with a bottle on the top, with one hand, while the hobbit ran after them, almost squealing with fright. Please, be careful, and please, don't trouble, I can manage. But the dwarves only started to sing. That's a nice song. They did in a movie a very nice song of it, but I will do my own version. Okay, so that's a nice song. After this song I have to go. I have to go to eat with my parents. That's been 10 minutes already, and I would like to do the first chapter, but right now I have to stop after the first song. It's going to be a very good place to stop. And before we get to the heavy business in this chapter, and we continue probably tomorrow late Saturday night, okay? So, just let me do this song. Let me drink some water. I can do a nice song, I can sing it. Okay. Let me check the chat. Love the music. Thank you. What's going on? What's good? Hey, Siri Pro. Okay, yeah. Let's go. He took that tomorrow, literally. Yeah. Poor Bilbo. Okay. Chip the glasses and crack the plates. I need slow. Chip the glasses and... Let me drink some water. I can sing it. I know the lyrics. I know the music. I can play this song. Okay, it goes something like this. That's my own version, not a movie version. Clip the glasses and crack the plates, blunt the knives and bend the forks. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. Smash the bottles and burn the corks. Cut the cloth and tread on the fat. Pour the milk on the pantry floor. Leave the bones on the bedroom mat. Splash the wine on every door. Dump the crocks in boiling bowl. Pound them up with a thumping pole. And when you finish, if any are whole, send them down the hole to roll. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. So careful with the plates. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. Chip the glass and crack the... Take us to go on, but... Chip the glass and crack the plates. Blunt the knives and burn the forks. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. Smash the... It keeps going on and on, repeating. But that was a nice place to leave it right here. I hope you enjoy this right now. I'm going to eat with my parents. In the Shabbat, we don't do any streams, but I will stay in my parents' home like until the holiday, Shabbat holiday. So we have some days over here. So get used to in this. I get used to this setup for the next few days. But when I return to back to full of my city and my home, I will go back to my apartment and all settings. So we're gonna get all the special. If I get any followers with this stream and didn't see them, don't worry about it. I will see them later. I notice you, but right now we don't have the special alert. So yeah, I have to go. I'm gonna eat dinner from parents, light the candles, enter the Shabbat and everything. Yeah, it was great. Thank you, man. It was an honor to share with you this experience and open to this all new world. You have to stop after the first song, but it's really nice experience for me also. Very long when I read this original. I read this in Hebrew very easily, but Hebrew version is quite different, but I like the original one. Maybe sometimes I will do the Hebrew version, which is quite special, but this is nice. This is nice. I really like the original. Yeah, I have to go, guys. So it was beautiful and very, very, very good time with you guys. I have to go eat with my parents and talk to you late Saturday night in the next stream. Probably gonna be here also. Maybe I need to see if I stay with my parents. So yeah, I really need to go. Thank you very much, guys. Hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna do like a nice raid to somebody. Let's see who is on. You can continue to one of my other streamers I know, helps them a little bit. Thank you very much for you all. It was great for me also. Thank you, Tasty Cake. I do a raid and then I have to go. Raid, where's the raid? Raid channel. Let's see what channel I can raid you to. Can raid you to Kabel SMP. No, wait. Leon Kara channel. It's very nice channel. I do like a Minecraft. Witty. But Witty is very successful one. I want to help the smaller streamers right now. Witty's got a lot of viewers right now. Let's help Leon Kara. Let's help him. Support him, guys. And you can keep watching if you like his stream. I'm gonna raid his stream right now. And has a very nice virtual tuber, a virtual streamer. You're gonna rate you guys. So thank you very much. Shabbat shalom, everybody. See you guys tomorrow night, Motzei Shabbat, late Saturday night, and we finish the first chapter. And have a nice Shabbat, a great weekend, and see you guys later. So thank you very much. Bye bye.